Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killerrodan. So today I figured I would upload another video on this channel because I want to be more frequent with these uploads and just upload something, of course. I'll post a link down below for my second channel. I'll be talking about movies and such, of course. And I'll post a link down below for Alpha's YouTube channel if you want to see some video game content. Alright, something I haven't done in a good while is talk about something stupid. It's really bizarre individual. Yeah, he claims that evolution is communist, which is a lie. And he claims it's communist and a lie, which in itself is a lie. What are you talking about? So, of course, he's mad at the fact that evolution contradicts what he believes in. It's kind of funny that he would say that, he of all people, because he came from communist Cuba. Yeah, really. Anyway, here we go.
Communism or socialism, whatever you want to call it.
Both of which are pretty much the same thing. I mean, there's some details that will distinguish them too, I guess. But at the end of the day, at its core, it's definitely the same thing. But anyway, go on.
What's happening in this country is no different than what happened in Cuba.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Okay, I mean, my head is already hurting an amount of stupid. What's going on here, folks? Already thrown an insult. Okay. He's acting as if I'm oppressed because people accept evolution in schools and whatnot. Okay.
The procedure might be different. They may be a little slower, but it's the same thing.
What the fuck are you talking about exactly? What do you mean? What? Huh? Can you just get to the point, really? We just started this, and I feel like it's already dragging out as it is. You're acting as if there's some kind of warfare going on spiritually, I mean, anyway. But, okay, it's going to seem like a contrived way to explain all this.
It is about government control of your lives.
Again, what the hell are you talking about? That's what you Christians want to do. A lot of you Christians want that because apparently the only way to be a good, decent person is to be a Christian. So, in other words, what I'm trying to get at here is that it sounds like projection here, but okay, sir. You're a dumbass.
And you got to realize how Marxism.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, this is so goddamn stupid. Again, he fails to mention the fact that Cuba, though communist, is a very, very, very religious thing. Catholic, to be more exact here. And of course, it's Christians like him that don't want women to look attractive, of course. Like, doing so is somehow a sin in itself. I mean, this seems like could be an entire video on its own when you think about it, because, oh, how dare a woman do this kind of a thing? That's evil somehow, which makes no sense when you think about it. But if there's anybody that's controlling, like really controlling, it's people like him. Yeah, it comes to the whole thing with sex before marriage is viewed as wrong, the purity culture and whatnot. It's like a whole thing here. A lot of these really restrictive rules when it comes to this kind of a thing, of course. And if a woman or women want to make money off of their looks, that somehow is a sin as well. Yeah, don't make a lot of money, since money is in itself an influence when you think about it.
How socialism works. And we need to understand the issues. When you hear all these things about homosexual marriage,
I don't know what being gay has to do with anything, but okay. And of course, he's one of these types of people. Yeah, even the gays shouldn't make money. The gays should not make money whatsoever, like at all. And he's also these type of people to claim that being gay or supposed being gay is somehow communist too.
They look like the homes of the rich and famous. Glamorous multi-million-dollar mansions in stunning locations.
I have a name to my house, La Maison de Rêve, the house of dreams.
But movie stars don't live there.
Are you financially independent like I am? I know what the heck I'm talking about.
They're some of America's biggest megachurch pastors.
Faith comes to a climax and produces.
Like Kenneth Copeland, who lives in this $6 million complex outside Dallas.
You may think that house is too big. I don't care what you think.
You want to know how big it is? It's 40,000 square foot.
And Reverend Jesse Duplantis, who lives in this mega mansion outside New Orleans. These preachers are using a legal way to avoid paying property taxes on their pricey homes.
You and I are financing their rich lifestyles.
Tax records show that each of these mansions is owned by the preachers' churches, which qualifies them to be tax-free under the parsonage exemption.
The parsonage tax exemption is a way for a church or religious organization to buy a piece of residential property, have their pastor live in it, and then not pay property taxes on that parsonage. It's essentially a way to make the pastor's life a little bit easier and can live a little bit cheaper.
This has nothing to do with homosexual rights. Did you know that?
What the fuck are you talking about? No, really, what the fuck are you talking about? Of course this has something to do with the LGBT plus rights. You're just rambling on. And what does any of this have to do with evolution exactly? So again, what are you talking about? You're just bringing some random stuff up that has no links whatsoever at all.
The whole objective is the destruction of the traditional family.
No. Supporting the LGBT plus community or being gay yourself or lesbian or what have you, or even supporting the notion of evolution is not about destroying the traditional marriage. If you want to marry a woman, I don't care really. Go for it.
Has nothing to do with homosexuals.
You say that, yet people like you keep consistently bringing gay men up again and 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 again. Seems you're rather obsessed with gay sex here. What?
Could care less about homosexuals.
Sure, okay, sure. Yeah, you keep bringing them up. Sure. That was a good joke, pal. That was funny. Oh, you receivers? Let me laugh, Harold.
They want to destroy the family.
That's a lie. That's, again, another lie right there. So, gay men are gay because they want to destroy the family. How the fuck does that make sense? That's not the end goal here. You realize somebody could get murdered just for being gay, so why would they put themselves at risk just to destroy the family? So again, what are you talking about?
You need to understand, it's just like evolution.
Again, what does any of this have to do with anything? This is so random. You're just rambling about nothing. It's like nothing sandwich. Again, what the hell?
You know, most Americans have their head in the sand about evolution.
Again, that's a fucking lie. And second of all, that's hell gaslighting. What's with these Christians hell gaslighting? What's the form of gaslighting? You're trying to make them, like, they're trying to question their sanity. That's what you're trying to do here. Question their own sanity here. Okay.
So many Christians that tell me, well, evolution is a scientific fact.
It is. Yeah, there's some Christians out there that do accept evolution. So it just depends who you're talking to. And you realize you could use this as a way to support God. Maybe God used evolution to create life.
Baloney. I am a scientist. There's nothing scientific about evolution. But you know something? Karl Marx said it.
Wrong. No, he didn't. No, he absolutely did not. So you want people to be educated, and then you get mad if they're educated. Seems rather contradictory. The individual you're referring to never mentioned anything about evolution at all.
I can use the teachings of Darwin to promote communism.
You have to be trolling me, right? You're trolling. This video is done as a joke, right? Because that never happened. That never happened whatsoever. You fucking lying again. You realize that it was the Jewish people who created capitalism, and Marx, the individual referred to, hated the Jewish people. And Darwin right here invented, when it comes to evolution, he at least trying to advance it anyway. So again, if you actually pay attention to your history, you would realize nothing what you just said made any sense whatsoever.
Why? Because communism, or call it socialism if you think communism is too hard a word.
And it's basically one and the same with a few different details in there. But anyway, again, being gay, or at least being an ally of of the gay community, supporting the whole idea of evolution. All of this is not communism. Again, you're acting as if people do said things, it's somehow going to destroy the family and the whole Christian idea here. That doesn't make any sense. What's going on exactly? Again, where is he getting any of this information from? I have no idea. And then the thing about it, the Roman Empire didn't really like the Jewish people whatsoever, nor the Portuguese. Of course, basing the whole idea of this because hey, God said so, so he must be right. Even the Spanish Empire did not like the Jewish people at all, just because of the fact they invented capitalism. So that somehow means that they're bad people, which just sounds very anti-Semitic when you think about it. I bring them up also because of the fact that a lot of Christians out there, I'm not saying all of them, all right, but a good number of them will claim that being Jewish is somehow evil, it's somehow blasphemy, according to these people. Well, at least some of them anyway. So if this sounds completely random, that's because it is. This has nothing to do with being gay. This has nothing to do with capitalism. This has nothing to do with anything. Christians like this guy, he just wants to control people. Though, if anybody disagrees with him, he would turn around and claim that you're trying to control him, his freedom of speech, just over disagreements. You realize that's not how that works, right? That is not how that works whatsoever.
Necessitate for government to be your God. And for government to be your God, they need to destroy the concept of God. That's why communism and evolution go hand in hand.
Oh, Christ almighty. He genuinely means this, does he? He really thinks that he's in the right here. If there's anybody that's acting like a communist, it's him. He's acting like a damn communist, of course. And then just, if anything, like what I'm saying a moment ago, he's projecting a lot of stuff onto. Does not make it as if that is everybody else that's the bad person. I don't see how that makes any sense, but okay, whatever. How does that make sense, really? If anyone's attacking a criminal, it's him. Just because you have some disagreements, that in itself does not mean they're bad. You give me some context. I mean, you could, but I need context here. Let's just wrap it up, shall we? Because this is so damn stupid. But anyway, people like this will get mad at certain individuals like this because they're going against what's traditionally men or women or whatever. Like, who cares? If that's as long as they're 18 or over, then it's okay. Just do you, I suppose. And then if there's anybody that's controlling, it's really strict religious people. Like, who cares? If no one's getting hurt here, it's their choice to do such things. Whatever that may be, whether it's being alone or being in a relationship, do whatever they want, I guess. As long as it involves people being consensual adults, two or more if they want. I don't see how that's anybody's business really when you think about it, but okay. It's weird that they're doing the very thing they criticize the other side for doing.
Evolution is one of the strongest tools of Marxism. Because if they can convince you that you came from a monkey, it's much easier to convince you that God does not exist.
Yeah, you horse's ass. That's a straight up lie right there. You're making shit up again. So that's how it ends, by the way. Of course, nothing was explained, nothing was explored, nothing was brought up, so nothing was resolved at the end of the video. So there was no conclusion into this argument. He's trying to bring up all kinds of stuff just to stress the video. And the video itself that he did was not that long, really. Like, I don't even then. It was not even 3 minutes. It was not even 3 minutes. Yet you felt like he was stretching it. But okay, it just tells me that he has no foundation to back up his claims. Like, how does any of this equal to what he was saying? I have no idea. Of course, he's just trying to talk about all kinds of garbage that somehow, because of the fact that people are open-minded these days. It's not that they weren't back then. Of course, there were open-minded people in the 1920s, 1930s, 40s. Of course, there were open people in all times of society. It's not that open-minded people just sprung into existence out of nowhere. But anyway, there were open-minded people even in the 1910s. Even go that far back, they existed. existed way long ago, even in the 1800s as well. So it's not something that boom out there came out of nowhere. That's not a thing. But people like this individual, it's acting as if because society is changing in this day and age, the digital age, I guess is what you call it. The fact that in this day and age things are changing, it's not the way it was when he was younger and whatnot. He feels like this change is somehow bad. He fears change. Therefore, he's going like, oh no, I'm a victim. Please help me. I'm being oppressed. That's what the thing with a lot of these Christians have in common. They feel like they're being oppressed. From what? I have no idea. Who's the oppressor? It can't be the gays. It can't be the trans people. It can't be the people who support the evolution. It's nobody. Nobody's oppressing you. But you act like it is. It's a made up thing in your own head. That's what the whole thing with concerns. If they're changed, whatever. Thanks for watching, folks. Until next time. See ya.